Okay, in this video, we're going to be talking about updating your Scantile. Now, this is very, very important. Obviously, especially if you have a problematic vehicle, keeping in mind that in today's world, a lot of things are repaired or fixed with software, and when that software is reinstalled in the vehicle, it may change the diagnostic flow of that vehicle a little bit as far as the Scantile is concerned. So you should always ensure that you have the latest update for your Scantile in there. Now, it's not uncommon in today's world to get 2 or 3 updates sometimes within a month on a particular vehicle package. So it's always a great idea to go ahead and get on a regular, normal cadence with your updates. Now, 2 things important on updates. Number 1, pick a day. Monday night might work very good. You're back from business, obviously, over the weekend. When you close down the store on Monday, go ahead and hook your Scantile up for updates. Let it run the updates when you leave that night. It doesn't take that long to do an update with this Scantile. It's got a very speedy processor in it. The limiting factor may be your actual internet speeds. So you want to keep in mind, depending on your internet speed, it could take some time to update because some of the files will be rather large. A lot of the import companies like BMW possibly and such may have very lengthy updates. You can look at the update size, and we'll show you that in a few minutes and kind of go through the procedure. Now, the other thing that's really important is if you're working on a problem vehicle, go ahead and look for updates before you work on that vehicle. Let's say you're working on a Fiat, and that Fiat is really a tough problem to fix. It's been around town a few times. Well, you owe it to yourself to put the latest update in your Scantile. It may have came out this morning on that Fiat, and it may solve the issue that you're concerned about. So let's go ahead and remember, we can also do an update on one vehicle manufacturer also, which is very quick and easy. You can do that right before you go ahead and hook up even. So we're going to take you through both of those procedures. So let's get over to the Scantile and get it done. Okay, we're at the Scantile, and as far as the Scantile goes, we're coming from the opening screen on the tool. So we're going to hit X431, which is our actual Scantile on this tablet. And it's going to load up. We're loaded up, as you can see right now. Now, if you notice, it's showing software update, and that software update requires or shows that there are 14 updates available on this particular tool right now. And so we're going to go ahead and just touch the software update screen. It's going to refresh. Remember, you have to be online to do this because it's got to go online to the server to see what new updates are available. The Scantile doesn't just automatically say we have so many updates. It's got to actually go to the server, and the server will let it know what updates are available. Then it'll display those updates for us. So we've got a whole list here. They're in alphabetical order. So we've got Audi, we've got basically BMW and such, and we can scroll up and see all the updates that are available. Now, some of the updates are fairly small, 17 megabyte, 11.9 megabyte on Subaru, Suzuki, 14.1. If you take a look at it though, we have some updates in here, like for instance, BMW, Rolls-Royce, and Mini. We have 1,579.1 megabytes of information, so that's actually pretty darn big. In the column on the end, it says what's new, and it lets you know what is going to be changed in that particular update. So you might find out also that, hey, if you're working on, for instance, on a Renault and there's a ABS issue that you're working with, you know, there's a big update in there for ABS. So you want to get that loaded, obviously, before you start working on the ABS, so you have all the tools necessary that are up to date to fix that vehicle as quickly as possible. So let's go ahead and do an update. Now, once again, you have to be online, okay? Good internet connection is helpful, obviously, and quicker. So we're going to go ahead and pick one area. Let's go ahead and say we're going to be working on a Subaru. So we want to make sure we have the latest update in for Subaru. So what I'm going to do is just touch on the block that says Subaru, and if you notice, the block is a red check block now, and I can unselect it if I want. So if I unselect, it goes away. I'm going to go ahead and pick Subaru again, so I check that block. Now, right now, Subaru is the only option I have in here for updating this tool. So let's go through the update procedure to show you how easy it is to update. So all we've got to do at this particular point is press update. We'll only update the categories that we have chosen at this point. So We go ahead and hit update, and here's our update happening. And if you notice how quick and easy it is, we download the update first, then we install it into the Scantile, and it shows us that's installed successfully. We have a message up there that says software has been installed successfully, of course, or successfully installed. We're good to go, so we hit OK. Not a problem. Okay, so that takes us out. Now, if you notice, we are down to 13 updates right now. Now, let's say it's Monday night and you want to update your complete Scantile. So let's go through that procedure now. It's pretty much the same procedure, and it's pretty quick and easy. We've got some huge files in here, remember, some big updates. So let's go and touch software update. Once again, it's going to refresh and pull the latest updates from the server. So here's all the latest updates. Now, these are all the ones that are available right now, and that's currently up to date from when I went ahead and got on this screen. If you want to see what's going on, you can always hit refresh manually, which I just did. It's now going to query the server, and it's going to come up with the current list of updates that are available right now. So I'm going to go ahead at this point and pick select all. Now remember, select all, this is a huge update. So if you notice, all the blocks are checked. So what we're going to be doing is updating the whole Scantile. So what I'm going to do right now, very simply, is hit update. When I hit update, you'll notice the Scantile kind of takes over, and this is what would happen on the backside when you're closing the store down that night. So we're going to go ahead and do an update on every single one of these particular manufacturers. So if you notice, it does multiples from the server. So we've got a situation where we're going to actually download all of these particular updates. Then we're going to go ahead and install them. Now, if you notice, it gives us an idea of how far we're done with the update. The audio update just went to 100%. We downloaded it. Now it's showing it's installing. So the Scantile seamlessly updates. It installs the updates in itself, and then basically lets us know it's installed successfully. So there we have, Audio Guided Function Package is installed successfully. We're still downloading the other items. And if you notice, we've got quite the list here going on. It's going to update as many as possible. So what we've got right now is a situation, of course, where we're going to go ahead and do a complete update on the Scantile. Wanted to show you that basically it's going to take some time because we got a lot of updates going on here. The updates can be pretty massive. And those updates, hey, face it, you don't want to do them while you're waiting to work on a car. So let's do the update, schedule it on a Monday night. One person in the shop ought to be the guy that goes ahead and gets the updates ready to go. You can see how easy it is to do. The store manager can do it, anybody can do it. And all we have to do is get the Scantile functioning, doing the updates, and it does it all on its own. So we'll go ahead and get you the progress here. Remember, the only kicker here is going to be how quick is your internet service. If you have better internet service, it's going to go faster. If your service is slower, it's going to take some time, but it's going to be done by the time you get in the next morning, pretty much no matter how big the updates are. It goes pretty rapidly. Now, if we go back to the Scantile screen, you can see our progress so far. We've got quite a few of them updated and at 100%, and we're still working on the others. So we're going to kind of let this thing run through, and then we're going to come back and show you how you can see that you have all the updates in. Okay, it took us about 10 minutes to do the complete update with some large files, so not a problem. If you notice, it comes up in the morning when you get back. It's going to tell you software has been successfully installed, and basically you just hit continue, and then basically you're done. Now, if you notice, software update now does not show any updates required. We could click on it. It's going to refresh it because there could have been some updates possibly that came through while we were doing the update, but in this case there isn't. We're all set, ready to go. So this Scantile is fully updated, ready to go ahead and fix some serious car issues.